We got Jack here. He's gonna run you just through the basics of checking oil and all the fluids, antifreeze and hydraulic oils on the tractor, and then we'll go on. So Jack, go right ahead.
All right, so you have your tractor. Before you start, you want to open the hood and you just push this little button right here. Got a little handle. It comes right up. And you got your oil level right here, your dipstick. You want to check that. Let's pull it out, check it. Looks good. Just kind of look at everything else while you got the hood open there. Make sure things look all right. Nothing looks out of place. You come over here on the opposite side of the tractor. You got your coolant level. Do the same thing. Just kind of look at the tractor, look at the motor, make sure everything looks good. And close your hood up. Check the, it's got its own separate hydraulic tank for the mower, which is right here. And you have your sight gauge to check the oil, kind of tucked in back there. So that's good. And then you also have your tractor hydraulic level. It's that little sight gauge way back in there. That looks good. And then we can go on to the operations and the folding and unfolding. So now we're in the cab. Obviously the first thing you want to do is start the tractor. In order to start it, if it does not start, you have your master switch here. If the master switch is on, the tractor will not start. So you want to make sure that's off. You can start your tractor. All right. So basic tractor functions. You have forward and reverse right here on the column. And then you have the gear shifter, the selector, A, B, C, and D. And then you have your 4 gears in each range. Then you can upshift with that button, downshift with that button, the rabbit and the turtle. You can also do it here, same thing, goes through the 4 gears. Throttle, right there. We went through the tractor functions. We'll go through the mower operations, folding, unfolding, and everything. So this is kind of your main power box. Controls some of the functions. To start it, before you can do anything, you have your master on. And then you have a travel lock. That has to be off so you can operate the mower. And then we'll move over to the joystick, which controls the arm of the mower. Back is up, forward is down. Toward you, the mower will move towards the tractor. In. If you move it out, it'll go away from the tractor. Pretty simple there. So unfolding, it sits in a little cradle back here. You just have to be real careful when you're lifting it out. You don't want to bend or break or catch any hoses or lines or anything. Lifting it up out of that cradle. You just want to kind of move it away from the tractor so we don't hit the tractor. And then on your joystick, you have these 2 toggle switches, roll switches, whatever. This one on the right is a swivel. So moving forward, it'll swivel away from the tractor to the operating position. And now you're ready to run the mower. This other one controls the deck pivot. In or out, whenever you need. Also, you have a shield on the front of the mower. That's what this button here is. You can hold to open that shield and hold the opposite direction to close it. And then to start the actual blade of the mower, you just pull this big red switch out. Now we're ready to start mowing. We're running about 2,000 RPMs, 2,100. And you're ready to start mowing. We're up against the tree line. We're gonna whack some trees down here. I always mow in the A range. And then if you look up here, you got your gears. I usually mow in 1. So, oh, also, there's your 4-wheel drive. That button is over here. You want to run with your 4-wheel drive when you're in the field, and when you go on the road, you want to turn it off. That way you don't wear the rubber off the front tires. You do not need to turn the PTO on. The PTO is mounted on the front of the tractor. That powers the hydraulic pump that runs the whole mower. So as soon as you turn the tractor on, that front PTO shaft is turning. So you don't have to worry about turning a separate PTO on or anything. Like I said, A1, about 2,000, 2,100 RPM. You just want to go nice and easy. Let the mower chew away at the branches. Don't force anything. Use the clutch if you got a bigger branch or you got a big group of them and you want to chew away at them a little slower. Tree lines like this, and you're just trimming branches. Remember that shield we talked about? The button's right up there. I always run with that open. It allows the branches to feed into the mower a lot better. Also, any tree branches that fall into the field on the ground, you just kind of run it along the top of the ground, chew them up. That way you don't have to worry about tillage or planters or combines or anything, any branches getting stuck in there, that type of thing. This is a deck float. Turn that on, it'll float the deck out. That way if you're doing like ditches or something like that, they're just running it along the ground, mowing grass. It'll kind of float with the ground. You don't have to constantly change the angle of that mower head to keep it where it is. We'll go through the folding process. I always like to close that shield, that front shield on that mower, just a habit. And then you want to fold this up if you want to go down the road to your next location. So you just use the joystick, get it kind of about where it needs to be. I want to get that secondary arm away from the tractor. You want to tilt your deck all the way up. And then slowly swing it towards the tractor. Which again, the swing is at right roll switch. And once you get it close, you slowly start setting it down to that guide. Little arm it rests in. Want to keep an eye on your hydraulic lines, don't want to get nothing caught, pinched, anything like that. And just set it right down in the cradle. And then, after that, you want to turn your travel lock on so you don't accidentally hit the joystick going down the road. You don't want to do any unnecessary functions. And turn your master off and you're ready to go down the road. Folding and unfolding the tractor, the operation of the mower. In the next video, what we'll do is we'll go through the greasing and the maintenance of the arm mower and anything on the tractor we need to do. And that'll be in the next video.